Hello, dear people. Repetition is the mother of knowledge. Let us recall and review the facts surrounding one government project. Project Serpo, the secret exchange between humans and extraterrestrials that changes everything. Project Serpo is one of the most captivating and at the same time most controversial stories in the world of ufology, because it presents a scenario that goes beyond ordinary UFO sightings and enters the territory of direct cooperation between humanity and an extraterrestrial civilization. According to this version, the government of the United States not only established contact with extraterrestrial beings, but also participated in a long-term exchange program in which humans were sent to another planet in return for advanced technologies. The story of Project Serpo is linked to one of the most famous events in modern ufology, the 1947 incident in Roswell, which remains in collective memory as the Roswell crash. It is precisely after this case that claims began about real contact with an extraterrestrial being that survived the crash and fell into the hands of the military. According to the accounts, among the wreckage of the crashed craft, several bodies of humanoid beings were found, but one of them was alive and was transported to a top-secret military base, where it was given the codename EBE-1, short for Extraterrestrial Biological Entity. This being became the key to establishing the first real contact between humans and an extraterrestrial civilization. From Roswell to Serpo, how the contact begins. The being known as EBE-1 is described as calm, non-aggressive, and extremely intelligent. According to testimonies, it quickly learned English and began to communicate with the military, revealing its origin from a planet called Serpo, located in the Zeta Reticuli system, approximately 40 light years from Earth. Despite the harsh conditions in which it was kept, the being did not display hostility and even assisted the military attempting to repair damaged communication equipment from its ship in order to contact its civilization. These attempts initially proved unsuccessful, and in 1952 EB-1 died under unclear circumstances, leaving behind technologies and knowledge that the military began to study. After its death, the American military continued experiments with the equipment, which led to establishing contact with the extraterrestrial race called the Ebens. From that moment on, the story takes on an entirely new dimension, because it is no longer about an isolated event, but about purposeful communication between two civilizations. The contact deepens during the 1960s when, according to some claims, President John F. Kennedy was informed about the existence of an extraterrestrial civilization and even expressed a desire for this information to be shared with the public. This has led to speculation that this very intention may have resulted in his elimination, although the official history does not acknowledge such a connection. The exchange humans on another planet. The key moment in Project Serpo occurs in 1965, when representatives of the extraterrestrial civilization, the Ebens, arrive on Earth in a top secret area in the Nevada desert, where negotiations take place between them and the U.S. military, resulting in an exchange agreement unprecedented in human history. According to this agreement, the extraterrestrials provide the United States with access to their technologies, while in return they receive permission to take with them a group of 12 people selected according to specific criteria. The main requirement being that they have no close relatives or social ties that would raise questions about their disappearance. These 12 individuals, 10 men and 2 women, are transported aboard an extraterrestrial craft. According to the accounts, the journey to the planet Serpo lasts about 10 months, despite the enormous distance between the 2 star systems, suggesting the use of technologies that completely rewrite known physical laws. During the journey, 2 of the participants fail to survive due to the inability of the human body to adapt to the conditions and technologies of the extraterrestrial craft, but the others successfully reach the planet Serpo, where they spend approximately 10 years studying the culture, science, and way of life of the Ebens, the Return and the Yellow Book. After this period, some of the participants choose to remain on Serpo, while the others return to Earth in 1978, bringing with them information and technologies that, according to claims, are stored in a special device known as the Yellow Book, described as a kind of archive of knowledge about the universe. This device is considered one of the most valuable artifacts obtained within the project, because it contains information about the history of various civilizations, the development of the cosmos, and technologies far beyond human capabilities. Despite the significance of these claims, official confirmation of such an exchange has never been provided. Information about Project Serpo begins to spread publicly only in 2005, when a man presenting himself as a former employee of U.S. Air Force Special Investigations, known as Richard Doughty, begins publishing data about the project, including claims of the existence of an extensive document describing the experiences of the participants. The story reaches the ufologist Len Kasten and spreads within ufological circles through organizations such as MMFON, leading to numerous books, analyses, and discussions, turning Project Serpo into one of the most debated topics in modern ufology. Truth or well-crafted legend, Project Serpo divides even the most devoted researchers of the UFO phenomenon. While some accept the account as real evidence of contact with an extraterrestrial civilization, others regard it as carefully constructed disinformation intended to divert attention or test public reaction to such ideas. Critics point out a number of inconsistencies related to the physical parameters of the journey, communication over vast distances, and the reliability of the main source of information, which calls into question the authenticity of the story. Nevertheless, this has not erased it from public consciousness. The questions remain open because the lack of official acknowledgement does not automatically mean a lack of truth, especially when it comes to topics that, by their very nature, would be highly classified if real. Project Serpo continues to exist on the boundary between reality and legend, but one thing is certain. If even a small part of this story is true, it means that humanity has not been alone for a long time, and that the greatest secrets about our place in the universe still remain hidden behind closed doors.